different carbon compounds, that's ethanol and ethanoic acid, their physical chemical properties, their uses. We have discussed all that. Today we are going to discuss an important topic, that is soaps and detergents. That's cleansing action of soaps and detergents. That's soaps and detergents. Throwing light on these soaps and detergents, how they work, how they are prepared, what are the structures. Let us discuss them one by one. First, taking the example of soaps. When we define these soaps, these are defined as soaps are sodium, which is symbolic as Na, or potassium, which is symbolic as K. Soaps are sodium or potassium salts of long chain of carboxylic acids. So we are saying that soaps are sodium or potassium salts of long chain of carboxylic acids. Here, this long chain is denoted by R, that's alkyl group, and the salts, carboxylic salts, that's sodium carboxylic salts or potassium carboxylic salts, that is denoted as COONA or RCOOK. Where this means soaps, this contains two parts. One is this alkyl part, R part, and this COONA part. This R part, this is known as alkyl group or hydrocarbon part. This soaps, the first part, this R part, this is known as alkyl group or hydrocarbon part, and the rest, this group, this is known as ionic part. This is known as ionic part. Why this is known as ionic part? As you know, the bond between oxygen and sodium, oxygen being more electronegative, already discussed in periodic table, trends in periodic table. This here, oxygen being more electronegative, due to which the shared pair of electron between oxygen and sodium, it is pulled towards oxygen, by which oxygen gains negative and sodium gains positive charge. Same like oxygen gains negative and potassium gains positive. And we know that the charged species, that is positively charged or negatively charged species, these are known as ions. This part, this ionic part, that is why it is known as ionic part, because it contains the ionic ions, this O negative and H positive. These are the soaps. This is the definition of soaps. Now, example of this soaps. Example, first it's sodium stearate. It is sodium stearate having formula C17H35COONA, where this C17H35, this is known as R group, and this COONA, this is known as sodium salt of carboxylic acid. Means this is R part, hydrocarbon part, and this is ionic part. Another example, it is sodium palmitate having formula C15H31COONA. This one is some R alkyl or hydrocarbon part, and this is ionic part. Here it is definition of soaps. Now moving forward, now next, how these soaps are prepared. Preparation of soaps. How these soaps are prepared. These soaps are prepared from animal or vegetable oils. These soaps are prepared from animal or vegetable oils. That's, for example, it's oil. It's heated with sodium hydroxide. Animal or vegetable oil, it is heated with sodium hydroxide, which is an base. It's heated with, oil is heated with sodium hydroxide. It gives you soap and glycerol. This gives you soap and glycerol. And the preparation of soaps, this is known as saponification. The preparation of soaps is known as saponification. That is, when we the preparation of soaps, that is known as saponification. Now moving forward, what is the structure? What is the structure of these soaps? Structure of soap molecules. As we know that soap contains two parts. One is alkyl part and another is ionic part. Just like sodium stearate, it is C17H35 COONA, CO negative and N positive. This R part and this is ionic part. This is hydrocarbon part. These are denoted as you have seen on your books. It's just like this carbon, this alkyl part, it is denoted as this chain, zigzag chain, means this point, this corner end point, this denotes an carbon atom. And here I am not denoting this C17, it's randomly this chain. And this part, it is this ionic part. Means it has two ends. One is alkyl part and another this ionic part. This alkyl part, this is known as hydrophobic. It's known as hydrophobic part, while as this ionic part, it is known as hydrophilic part. Hydro means water and phobic means hating. It's water hating part, while as this is water philic means loving, water loving part. Now you know that soap molecules, it consists of two parts. One is this first part, means hydrophobic part, and another part, that's ionic part, that's known as hydrophilic part. This hydrophobic part, it's water hating, it repels water, while as this ionic part, it is water loving part, means it attracts attaches to the water molecules. Moving forward, after the structure, now The cleansing action of soaps. How these soaps clean our clothes? That's known as cleansing action of soaps. Taking an example here, just these are threads of cloth. This is a piece of cloth. The threads intertwined into each other. This cloth contains a dirt particle, means oil particle, and any oil particle or dirt particle. As you know, the soap molecules, when you use soap on this cloth, these soap molecules, as you know, it consists of two parts. One is this hydrophilic part and another this hydrophobic part. Same यहाँ से this part, it's hydrophobic part and this is hydrophilic part. Same here, hydrophilic and hydrophobic part, and same like this. Many chains, many hydrophilic chains that are attached, that attracted by water molecules, while as their ends, this end, the water heating end, it gets attached to this oil loving part. It gets attached to this oil loving part, means this dirt particle part, this oil particle part. When we wash these clothes, these chains which continuously are attached to these water molecules here in water, these chains, this end, the hydrophilic end, it remains attached continuously to the water, while as these ends remain attached to this oil particle. These molecules, this formation, this structure, first the structure here formed, this is known as micelle. Micelle means leather, foam. The foam on the water when we wash clothes, that's known, this formation, the micelle formation, it helps us in washing our clothes, in cleaning our clothes. Means when the soap molecules attached their ends, one end gets attached to the dirt particle and the another end gets attached to the water, they drag this dirt molecule or water molecule, oil molecule with them, and these molecules are already attached to the water molecules, and they take this oil molecule or dirt molecule with them. By this our clothes get cleaned. And the formation, this round formation, these oil particles which are attached by these soap molecules, this formation is known as micelle formation. This is known as micelle formation, and this micelle helps you in cleaning our clothes. This helps you in cleaning our clothes. Moving forward, what are the limitations? Also here, limitations of soaps, or we can say drawbacks. What are the drawbacks of these soaps? Soaps do not work in, simply soaps do not work in hot water. These soaps do not work in hard water. What is hard water? Hard water contains calcium or magnesium ions. These soaps, the water which contains calcium or magnesium ions is known as hard water, and these soaps do not work in this hard water because these soaps